No welcome music.
Keep It a Buck podcast again. Here
Back at
again. Let's get a round of applause, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we here. Ooh. I'm hype.
Let's go.
I'm hype. First athlete on the Keep It a Buck pod. We're going to be the biggest podcast in the world. So we're going to look back on this moment and we're going to say we had, in my opinion, one of the greatest college defensive tackles of all time.
Yes, sir.
Of all time.
Yes, sir.
You know, Outland Trophy winner.
Mm-hmm.
Two-time All-American. Consensus All-American. Unanimous All-American. Okay, at one of the greatest schools, and that's saying a lot because I'm a Gator.
That's crazy.
That's saying a lot because I'm a Gator at one of the greatest schools in college football history. Let's be honest.
That hurt a little bit.
Oh, I just forgot. What's that one thing? What's that? National champion.
Ooh.
You know? You know.
Champion.
Gets to the NFL. You know, all rookie team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
First round draft pick.
First round, ninth pick. Ninth pick.
Yeah, I like that.
You understand what I'm saying? Literally, you know, and again, in my opinion, you know, the best that we've seen in this city, you know, at the position, one of the best of all time, period. You know, here, spent some years in Oakland, and thank goodness, spending some days and some minutes and some time with us here. Big Hen, Big John, also known, John Henderson.
Yes,
Welcome.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Welcome. Now, kick us off with this. We a show about transition, man, and you have experienced football at a high level, but you've experienced football relationships at a high level. You've been on a team with an all-time great. You've been coached by an all-time great in college. You've been obviously the best at your position there. Then you get to the NFL and you've played with who I think is the best Jaguar of all time, you know, and Fred Taylor, you know. Your relationships in football are vast. They're huge. Thank goodness you got a relationship with this one here, right?
I'm lucky.
What have
honored.
those relationships meant to you, and how have they, and how do they still, you know, have an impact on you today?
Man, those it was all teaching. Look, I am a guy, I observe.
Yeah.
I took psychology, so I
Psych
learned.
major?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I look and I learn from people. When I was getting ready to pick my school, I watched Charles Hathaway and Ron Mercer go through what they went through. I said, I ain't finna go through that. I'm finna have a great senior year. So I committed to Tennessee early.
Yeah.
And so I learned from Peyton, watching, looking, trying to see what the best. Right before my first game with the Jags, I get ready to start with the Jaguars, I sat down with Freddie T.
Come on.
You got to tell us a story.
I sat down with Freddie T, and I just looked. I said, "Hey man, what did you do on your first start?" And he just broke it down. He just went out there, did his job, and you know, I can't remember everything he said, but shoot, it worked out. Hey, boy, I went out there and put in work. But just looking at Freddie and Brackens and all them, I learned, and that's all I did. I just watched people, man.
Yeah.
I watch what they do, and to better myself, and that's how I did it, man.
Real quick, you sit there and you watching them greats. You going through the trenches with them great. You know, and then you end up becoming a great yourself.
Yeah.
Right. And then now you have to reciprocate that to another young, you know, defensive tackle or just player in general.
Yeah.
You know, who was that person who Freddie T was for you? Who were you that person for later in your career?
All the guys.
All of them.
I went party with the young ones. When I was older, I said, I'm going to hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
I wanted to sit and talk because it was done for me.
Yeah.
You got to pass this thing down, man.
Yeah.
You can't hold on to it. You're not going to be here forever. And NFL is not for long. So you can't hold on. So I always pass it down. I mean, from the youngest, from the guys that probably wasn't going to make it.
Yeah.
Still, yeah, what you need, bro? what you want to talk to you. Because what's the next team you're going to? You might not make it here, but you still got an opportunity. Hey, special team, go do something. Go out there and put it on the tape.
Right.
That's it, man. Just building them, man. That's all I wanted to do.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I still find it crazy. Like, I watched you as a kid.
Hey.
Yeah.
And now I got you on a pod to kind of talk to you. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
let that soak in for
I
real,
mean,
Paul.
even
Yeah.
being drafted to the same team, you played with, is just crazy to even let that sink in. So let me have my moment and give you your flowers to say thank you again for even coming on a podcast with
On
us.
everything.
Appreciate y'all.
I'm sure you get this all the time, and I've never really knew the answer to it, but we got to know. What took place and what led up to your pregame ritual?
Oh, my goodness. Butterflies.
Oh, man, I got to know about it. Talk to us. Keep it a buck.
Butterflies.
Keep it a buck.
Everybody like, you was butterfly. Man, I don't know why I was nervous. I had no idea. I got taped, and I was like, man, what's going on here? Then I just, and Joe, I always, Joe the trainer, I said, man, Joe slapped me, just like that, in the training room. I said, Joe, what? Man, just slap me, man. I got butterflies. I'm nervous, man. Slap me. Joe, I said, and I just stood right there, Joe. But see, hold on. Joe has small, soft hand. Sorry, Joe.
Man.
Had to tell him. You have small, soft hand.
Well, that's why you told me to do it again.
Yeah,
That's why you told me to do it again. That's
Joe.
why. I get it, yeah.
And he round
Double
by
back.
slapping. Man, it's true. He knocked boy. I was ready. I said, hey, yeah. I was ready after that. And then next thing you know, it done got up to the top. Here come the camera. Here come everybody coming down. I was like, man, I got my music started playing. I'm playing my music, started bouncing in there. Man. You ready, Joe? Oh, D-line is out. We ready. Oh, what time is it? Oh, let's go. Go. Wow. Here it is. Wow. Man, it is. And it started, bro. It was something, man.
Now,
So
was that before every game? Or was that just a few games that kind of got you going? Like, what was the ritual behind that?
Man, it was just something that happened, man. With him, it was only with him. I tried that with somebody else. I think it was a play. Yeah. No, I ain't doing that. I better find something else. But
So the video that he had where he slapped, Joe, you slapped blood out my mouth. So that was the first one?
Was that the first one? No,
Oh, okay.
He done got used to it now. He done
He was a vet at this point.
Man, he done cocked back on me right there. And I talked to him after that one. He did slap blood. I was tasting him. Boy, you slapped blood. Man, them little hands went to work, boy. I said, man. Dang. Boy.
Come on, Joe. You still talk to Joe?
Yeah, I talk to him
man.
sometimes. He doing so good down there in Cleveland, man.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
man.
That's another relationship.
Yeah.
That's another relationship. That's big on the career. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Oh, man. So, during this podcast, we love to talk about life transitions, right? The harsh reality of what goes on. We don't only like to talk about the success, but what kind of goes on through the success, right? The ups and downs. Talk to us and share your story, if you will, about what was it like at your darkest moment playing ball or after playing ball?
Oh, darkest moment. That's probably, when you first when I got drafted, it was all beautiful. It was
of course,
great.
it's always.
really didn't happen. But I'll tell this story on my wife. I hope she's going to be all right. But I was with my wife at this time. Not wife at the time, girlfriend, Tennessee. And you know what I told her, man?
What you tell?
Because I loved her and respected her, though. I said I wanted to experience the NFL. And I broke it off right there.
No.
Yeah, in 2001.
Oh, man.
No.
Yes. And we was dating then, and I said I wanted to experience the NFL.
So hold on now.
Yeah.
Hold on. We got
The mental capacity she had to have to hear that.
Oh, shit.
I
have
want to
to dive
experience the
in.
NFL.
Now, when you say experience the NFL, are you talking about the NFL in its fullness? Talk about that. What is that experience you talk about?
I don't know. I didn't know at the time. I just saw it's the NFL. I didn't. You finna be on your own. You finna make this money. I'm finna just go experience. For me, it was the NFL and having fun. That was it, man. I didn't know what to expect. Man. And the hardest part was to tell her that. And it was, she was here in Jacksonville when I said it. We was in a car in my green Denali at the time. And that was hard. But
How did she respond to that?
I was just about to ask.
oh, good. Yeah, she cried and everything, but I know she was really hurt, man. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't take her through it because I think I knew I was gonna just be what I did, exactly what I did too, just out there partying every night.
Every night.
Martini Monday on Tuesday, strip clubs
Come
on
on,
Tuesday,
man.
Wednesday. Man, I was gone, man. I was just, man. Let me tell you something.
I'm telling you, I ran into you in Leopard Lounge and
Yeah.
Plush. And
Yep. Minute,
on.
shirt off, swinging,
Wow.
sweating. They was like, ooh, they didn't want to dance with Big Hen, sweating all over and everything. Yeah, man, it was, bro. I was done. I'm telling you, man, it was something, bro. I enjoyed it. I'm glad YouTube and all that stuff went out back then,
Oh,
y'all.
Yeah.
man, I know it would have been
Thank you,
bananas.
Lord. Thank you, Lord.
So her knowing everything and, you being clearly transparent about it.
Yeah.
And so now, how's everything?
Oh,
You know.
everything is, yeah. So
Did she ever rub it back in your face?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I always get that a couple times in my life, but we got back together we got married in 07.
Okay.
So that was like from 02 to like a 4-year split.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, hey.
Oh, we definitely was in Plush at the same time.
Yes,
man.
we were. Oh, Plush,
Oh,
man.
man.
All
I
three
knew
of them.
I saw you at that phone party, man.
Yeah,
I knew it was there, man.
Did I get to that one?
Oh, Lord.
I think I made that one. Probably
Stop
was.
it.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you, man, it was wild.
That's what's up. Your background, you're a Southern boy, right?
Nashville,
So
Tennessee.
I was about to say, let's take it back to Nashville, Tennessee. What does Nashville mean to you?
Man, I ain't been home in so long. I feel like a Duvalian now.
Yeah.
But Nashville always and will be home. It's the stomping grounds, really.
Yeah.
Charles Davis. That's when Charles Davis used to be down there, and just growing up, and I was bad, man. I was bad. I had
When you say bad,
the quickest temper, fighting all the time. But I was just bad, man. That father figure wasn't really there, but he's here late. He's here now, but he wasn't there. The guidance wasn't really there. I was, drunk uncles here. People say just didn't have it. Like I wish I would have had it.
Right.
But that's when I probably met my coach. Man, I probably got kicked out of 3 schools.
Come on.
Man, just bad.
got wild.
I always at the principal's office.
Come
I was
on.
always. I almost got put in the bad boys institution. That was.
Was it called Bad Boys Institution?
Whatever it was. It was. It was an institution.
You do have the alternative
for troubled teens. There you go.
Okay.
Trouble kids. Yeah.
You do have the alternative schools for the kids, but I thought it was called Bad Boys Institution.
But
I
I call it bad because I was bad. I was a bad. Hey, I'm telling you, man. But,
so, not having a father figure that you wanted, having the drunk uncles and family members around you, what would you say motivated you to keep going? Was this always a dream of yours to make it to the league?
I didn't know anything about it. I was playing T-ball. I started playing, 10 years old? That's when I started going to community center.
Wow.
I go into community centers. I met Miss McLean, Bailey, Terry Watson, and all them great people. So, and that's where it started at for me. Playing T-ball and baseball, and I was doing it all down at the community center. If it wasn't the community center, wasn't there, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair. No way, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair at all, man. So that was big.
Who would you like to thank back in Nashville who probably helped you stay the course and kept you focused? Because you could easily drifted in, either been locked up in jail, probably not even alive had you not, stayed the course. Who would that person be?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank that mama, man.
Shout out to mama.
Strong black woman, but she did it. She made it through it. I ate up everything, but she did it. And it was definitely Miss McLean, Bailey, Terry. I think most of them has passed away, and starting coming up like Coach Fitzgerald, Calvin Peters, man. My whole Pearl Cone staff and teachers that was there, And can't forget St. Pius. I actually went to a private school.
Mm.
Thank you, Miss Thelma Harper, for that. It probably was illegal back then, but thank you, because she was a Congress lady or senator, council, one of them. But man, it was a blessing, man. I mean, I had even the coach at St. Pius paid for my tuition. He got fired though. I think Allen, may he rest in peace. He was a sheriff. Now y'all, that must be the craziest thing. Now picture this: a sheriff pulling up in the hood to pick me up to go to practice.
Yeah, you had to get there.
I asked my mom them that. I said, did they think we was snitching? I'm serious. You know, I see them out there and I run to the car real fast. And just to,
so you done ran happily to the police car. So now everybody looking.
I'm trying to get in there because I don't know who what.
Oh, you know what?
I mean, like, we in the hood, baby. I'm like, whoa.
Oh, you were curious about this then?
Yeah. I was, a little bit. I mean,
okay, I thought you meant like now you had to ask back, like, you know.
No, but then I was, because I look out the door and then I run out there. But yeah, he was picking me up just to go to practice. Go to practice.
Oh, they knew what they had. That's all that was.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, I think all them, man, it just, you know, it's a lot of them, man. It just, I had and Mrs. Starling them, and I had all of them, man. And it was such a blessing to see something different. They was middle class family, so I saw a little different. Oh, I see. Okay, better start saying yes, ma'am, and no, sir. Okay, like I said, I read. I'm watching. I'm seeing how now I got my best friend Andre. Now I'm seeing what they doing. I'm seeing they got a mom and dad around. Okay, I'm watching. I've been doing this for the longest, and that's, I think, what's been keeping me on a straight path. Because if I didn't have whatever this was I had back then, I would have been gone. I would have been, you know, I've been like my brother. Sorry, bro, I had to tell him. You know, I've been in the drugs. I would have did it. Because I was so tempted. I'm tired of this. Hey, bro, I'm finna sell dope. Shit, I'm tired. I'm like, I want to get money too. I want to ride the fancy car that you got right now. Crazy thing about him. Every car he had, I drove. They stole it at school.
Come on, man.
What?
Stole the car at school?
Stole his car every time I drove it to
what
school.
part of Nashville you from, man?
Went to Pearl Cone, West Nashville.
West Nashville.
TSU right around the corner.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we right there, West Nashville.
This ain't the part of Nashville they call Cashville, is it?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we right there. We in Cashville right there. Cashville, Tennessee. Hey, I was breaking one thing down with Jack Del Rio when we was in. I said, Cashville, Tennessee. Wasn't thinking about it. Yeah, exactly. So Freddie looked at me.
It just hit me.
Freddie looked at me like, oh, key, huh? Okay.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
That just hit me too, man. Good Lord. Cashville, Tennessee.
Man.
God.
Man. So moving forward, right? You attend the University of Tennessee.
Oh, man, yeah.
What was that like? Now you ain't got mama around. You ain't got nobody really hovering over you to kind of watch your every move. You got college parties. You got a lot. What you about to say?
That was big. Hold on to that real quick, because I want to know that too. When you chose Tennessee, what was that process like, opposed to the other schools? Like, who had you in their wheelhouse? You know what I mean? Like, who was recruiting you hard? What coaches were recruiting you hard? What did you see?
There was bags of letters. My dad still got them now. In the what's name, bags. I told y'all I didn't want to go through that, man.
I didn't want to deal with it.
I chose Tennessee junior year. I said, commit, done. I didn't go nowhere else.
How tall and how big you were in high school coming out?
6'5", 245.
6'5",
You gained all that weight and
yeah.
You got up to about what? 320?
320, yeah, 305 when I got to college, like 300 when I got to college, 295.
Oh, you ate good that summer. You ate good. Everybody
I know about that diner now, that college diner.
I went to school too. Did you eat before you go to school? Yeah. That summer before I went to college, man, I was like, I went to Dairy Queen every other day. Like, I don't know what was happening. So, okay, I'm not the only one. All right, cool. All right, you go ahead. My fault. You go ahead. Right.
Nah, you good. So you finally get to University of Tennessee. And once again, you know, mama ain't there to really watch over you. You on college campus, right?
Right.
A lot of frats, a lot of partying, you know, a lot of drugs, a lot of alcohol, a lot of shit going on these college campuses, definitely in the SEC. How was that transition of being able to try to stay focused and understand what the mission was or why you was there?
Well, once again, I started observing. Sean Ellis, Al Wilson. This is the first year.
Dang, I
You
heard
know.
them names in so long.
Oh
dog.
my God.
Al
So
Wilson, dog. Broncos, right?
Broncos.
Oh my gosh, I ain't heard that name in so long.
Broncos.
Legendary.
And I was a Prop 48. So I missed it, the ACT by a point. I'm in the car crying. Can't play this year. I couldn't play this year. So what I do, I practice every day. He had me practicing every day, and that was it. I learned from them guys, but the partying and was still there. You know, didn't do too much. I was first year, just wanted to kind of see what this thing was like, bro. You got,
See what it was hitting on,
you know, like I said, I'm observing and you know, find out that everybody's scared of me because I'm walking around campus
Big
like
man.
that, right? With
you
no,
looking.
The meme
with
mug
with
on.
a
They think you hate them.
mean-
You looking.
And don't forget, guys, everybody white.
Yeah.
So I'm big. It's like, and they just hard to see. Don't say nothing. So I came to a conclusion. I think I got somebody came up to me and said, "Man, Big John, they scared of you." I was like, "Why?" Because you walking around camping. And this is somebody told me that. So I started smiling. It's just crazy. I started smiling, everything changed.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything
mean
changed.
is
I just started smiling.
The love probably
And,
came like
it
crazy.
started-
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to be looked at as no mean person. I ain't no mean guy. I'm just kind of trying to feel my way in this thing.
Right.
Hold
It's
up.
different. This ain't
Yeah,
Cashville.
but
man.
it was, it's not Cashville. It's Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, rocket time, boys. But yeah, other than that, man, I just started progressing, just staying in it, just watching guys and trying to see what can I do just to be better. Just none of the no NFL. That stuff went on my mind is gotta go to school, gotta sit in front, gotta do all the stuff I need to do to be successful. First Henderson to go to college. I like, man, that was a lot. Everything was just on me. So I just wanted to be the best and do what I had to do. But yeah, I still party though.
Yeah.
And I still partied, and you know, and like I told you, like I grew up around drunks and that alcohol. Well, it started then.
So it was dabble a little bit.
Yeah, it started then. But when you grow up around them, you see it, and I just started drinking. So it, on down, it became a problem. So, but we can get into that later. Though. Yeah, we'll get into that one later. But yeah, go ahead.
At Tennessee, you such a, like I said, I meant this too. Like I really do feel all-time greats, defensive line, they got to put you there, right? You look at yourself, you look at Ndamukong Suh, I look at, Rush and Derek Thomas, rest his soul. I'm looking at Glenn Davis when he was at LSU, animal. When you look at all of that, like all of you had successful careers, and all of them that I've heard had a story about how they valued, and they've been NFL greats too, but they valued their time at college almost more than they did in the NFL. Is that the same case for you? What do you value more, those years at Tennessee?
Oh yeah.
Or the years with the Jaguars?
Those years at Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh man, every step of the way. I'm talking about the grind. Man, where do I start with that? It's I mean, I had help all around, man. I would go to these special little spots, man, and get stretched out. But that was one of my biggest things, to be stretched and to do these. I'm just trying to think of the things I used to do and just to get ready for the next year, man. And it was totally different. Yeah, college is different than the NFL when you look at it in that aspect.
Right.
Because I've done some stuff I didn't even do in the NFL. I was trying to do the same thing, but I ain't got that person telling me. It ain't in my ear.
Right.
That person ain't saying, John,
Different.
it ain't there no more. Now I'm in the house.
Do it on your
It's
own.
quiet in here. I need somebody to motivate. Where's the motivation, man?
Where Joe at?
Where you? Like,
Ain't
man,
nobody
it's
on
like,
your ass no more
and it's
now.
nobody there.
Yeah.
And that's that difference. And
Yeah.
man, that's why you see guys with trying to bring them guys with them, and hopefully, and it don't work out sometimes because that guy ain't thinking about that. No, I'm ready to go get these guys, man. Let's go do that. Let's go shake it, Teddy Club. I mean, you right there. Where the limo at? Let's go then. Shoot, titty bar instead of stretching and doing the
Right.
extra stuff.
Having fun.
That's where it at. That's
Wow.
exactly how it happened.
That's different.
Man, it is.
That transition is crazy because when I speak to students, I have that mentality. Not that I was not that story, but I have that mentality of it's very different, right? It's different when mom and dad is right there, waking you up, telling you to go. So for some of y'all who need to get right, ironing your clothes and washing your clothes and stuff, all the way till when you go to school, there's nobody telling you to go to class.
Right.
There's nobody tell. But then for you, being such a figure there, you have these people saying X, Y, Z, and now you got to go through another transition where authority more and more has to come from you.
Yeah.
You have to be your own authoritative figure, you know? So getting to the NFL, how was that like, I know how it was, but how do you, what would you do different if you had to do it all over again, transitioning to the NFL, knowing that, okay, I got to be my own authoritative figure now. Like, it's me. You got the money. You got the notoriety. You have the expectation. You got the contract.
Yeah.
You know, you on TV every week. How was that for you, and what do you feel you would have done differently?
Man, I would have got this. I would have got together and got my little foundation together, put it together, and put them people on payroll. I need my nutrition. I need this person, my stretcher. I need the whatever. I need my motivate. Make sure I get up. I want to hear it. This is what I'm paying you to do this.
Right.
If I just had paid them, and would have been glad to pay them, because I understand. I'm using your time. You got a family. You want to do. Pay and did, and that's how I would have did it. That's the difference I would have did right there. I just didn't know. I didn't know.
Man.
It was crazy. Now that I think about that transition, I remember my rookie year, that first off season was actually my first off season, right? Like,
right.
You know, college, you got spring ball. You get a few weeks off, probably a week or two, and then you kind of right back into it. You know, Jacksonville, we come here, it wasn't that good. We lost our first 8 games, you know what I mean? But we hit the off season, and you got January, February, March. And the thing is, nobody's asking you, hey, you working out? Hey, you training? Hey, you doing this? And that's when I had to learn what it was to be a pro, right? Being a pro is doing it when nobody's watching.
There you go.
Being a pro is doing it, right? When nobody's telling you what to do and you know this is what it takes for me to be great, I have to put the work in. And it's like, damn, you get so lost because it's so tempting that 2021, Miami, LA, Vegas, like you want to party, right? We coming from, let's call it what it is, poverty. We don't have no money. I was broke in college. You see what I'm saying? We don't have it. And you give me? You gave me a check?
You give me?
Yeah.
Me? Like Justin said, me?
Right.
You give me a check and it's like you go crazy because you never got to experience that.
Right.
And then also, too, you're splurging a little bit because your friends never got to experience that. Your family never got to experience that, which lead me to my next question to you. Now we move forward, the 9th pick of the draft. It's a lot of expectations that come with that, right? A lot. You coming in, big guy, Big John, right? After you got your first check, what was the first thing you did with your money?
Mama house. Mama got it. Mama got it first.
Mama got it off the top.
Before I even got the check.
You had to age your money.
They knew who it was. They said, okay.
You got
it. That's what it is.
I went for her house. She deserved it.
Nice.
Every bit of it.
She held it down.
Big house?
She held it down.
She didn't want a big house. She just needed something. She just needed something nice so she can
take note, man. Take note. Because a lot of you NFL guys, when y'all get the mama and grandma the house, they go for the big giant house.
She ain't asking for
Mama and grandma uncomfortable.
They
uncomfortable. Who gonna clean up all these rooms, man? Nobody doing all of that.
That's what I thought about.
Their house, but a little better, a little nicer. They ain't got to worry about paying. They ain't got to worry about no fixtures, no nothing like that.
That was it.
That's what's up.
She enjoyed it,
Did you feel pressured being a first-round pick from the team and also from friends and family?
No, I didn't feel pressured. They was asking me. They always say, "What pick?" I said, "Man, wherever I go, I gotta make it. I gotta make my name." It's like first, second, third. I don't care. I'm just go and do what I got to do. I didn't know where I was going. Wow. I'm just ready when we.
Hold on, you didn't know where you was going, and you didn't even know what round you was possibly going either?
Man, you hear stuff, man. I wasn't in. Let me just play on the next level. That's
I
all
can believe that. You observing in Tennessee, so
I'm
you observing
I'm-
that too.
that's
Like, I
it,
don't know how
just-
this works.
Because when I get there, it's, the money's there.
It's crazy.
I mean, I could have left early. I
Right.
could have been top 3. But I didn't. It's not about that. I had no experience with money. I was scared of money. It was going to be a lot of money. So, yeah, I'm staying. I wanted a championship anyway. I got close to it, but no. And then, I got them guys coming to me like, man, what's wrong with you, man? Why you staying? You won the Outland. What's wrong with you?
Right.
I ain't ready.
Yeah.
What you ain't ready for?
I didn't want to hear that, huh?
I'm ready for football. I ain't ready for that.
Yeah.
More money, more problem.
And that right there was the sign. Is like they weren't doing enough. I love you, Tennessee, but you didn't prepare me in that field.
Oh, for sure.
And that was the problem. And
Most colleges don't.
And that's
Sound like they got a high Invincible speaks. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
We just
So
go there and talk to them
shameless.
boys.
So shameless.
we gotta
So,
be. Go
so
ahead.
I'm listening to you. I put this together, and correct me if I'm wrong. You were 1 point away from playing your freshman year, but you couldn't play on your SAT?
Yeah.
ACT.
Or ACT.
ACT.
You were 1 point away.
Mm-hmm.
You would have played that first year,
Yeah.
obviously. Now, you also would have you were projected top 3
Yeah. And,
the year before. You
junior.
just ended up staying.
Yeah. Stroud and them called me and said thank you. He said thank you. They said yeah.
Boy, hold on. Before you finish
Go ahead.
that, do you know how much your NIL deal would have been back at Tennessee?
I was thinking about that a couple.
Oh, my
Hey,
God.
I think that's a question with all of
Boy.
y'all, boy.
Yeah,
All
right.
y'all, man.
I know,
You would
right?
have touched the
Oh,
M in
y'all.
college, bro. That's crazy.
Can we?
All y'all.
My bad.
Can
Go
we?
ahead. That'd
Can
be
we
crazy.
get a little bit?
Crazy.
You had another Tennessee volunteer who stated like, "Hey, look, Aaron Foster made it known. He was like, hey, man, like I used to go out there and get these yards, get these dubs, and then I'm going back to my room. I'm eating ramen noodles like everybody else." He was like, "How that's fair? How that's fair?" But I was asking because 1 point away from playing, but then you end up staying another year after you were projected top 3, end up going top 10. It's a difference, but to the outside consumer, like you there. Do you wish one of the things would have happened to where your career would have been a little different? Maybe you had that extra year at Tennessee that you played, and then maybe you would have, left even a little earlier, got a little more money faster, or maybe even, not going early, or going early instead of going late and waiting the extra year. Is there anything you did between that time to where you wish you would have done a little bit differently based on what ended up happening?
So check this out. The year I did in the SET, Prop 48 cannot get a ring. National championship, no ring. Yes. When you said that, I was like, oh, he don't know. So he didn't hear.
Really?
I didn't get a ring. Coach Foreman tried to let me pay for it. I worked for it.
Wow.
Come on,
Calhoun's and
Foreman.
everything. They said, no, he can't do that either.
Hey, Coach, man, look here.
So now I want that ring. So even though I wasn't ready, money-wise, but that ring, right there, SEC championship, could have went and played Miami that year. I had what I wanted, just couldn't win it. We came up short. So
Oh my God.
yes,
I
man.
did not know that.
Now this is why I stayed. This is why I really wanted. I had a ring in high school. I got my 2 back-to-backs. College, that would have been great. That would have been awesome, man. But came up short. Came up short on the ACT. Came up short in the game.
You came up short on a national championship at your ACT test take. The day you took your ACT.
Yeah. That year.
God. That is
You
crazy.
talk about transition.
Boy,
for real.
right.
You talk about,
That's tough.
think about that.
That is tough.
Young fellas, like for real, think about that.
Yeah, that's
One of the
tough.
greatest to ever do it, literally. Missed out on a national championship, not by somebody beating them out,
Nope.
not by another team out playing them, by an ACT point.
1 point.
1 point.
It's
Powerful,
nasty.
boy.
Nasty.
That's powerful.
It's nasty.
The city you mentioned is home now.
Yeah.
It's home, right? You feel like a Duvalian, right?
22 years.
22 years. What does Jacksonville mean for you, your wife, and your life in general?
Man, what does it mean? Everything. I mean, it's home.
Yeah.
It's really home. You know, I love the weather. I love the beaches.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to the snow. She wanted to move when we got, thought about it. I was like, I don't want to go nowhere. I want to stay here.
You still do?
Duval for
The
life, man.
Duval.
Life, man. I want to be here, man. But I just love, and I don't know why I didn't get a home in Nashville, because I go stay with mom now. So I'm good.
Yeah.
So, but I just wanted to be here, man. I like Florida. Florida good.
Yeah.
Florida is great.
That's
Duval
what's
is great. Duval is great.
Well, Big John, I want to give your wife her flowers, and I want you to talk to us about what is it to have a strong, black, powerful queen in your corner to support the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, your health, everything. What does that mean to you to have a strong queen beside you?
Man, I'm glad she's still beside me. I'm glad she's still beside me. Because, when we got back together, I'm wilding. I'm all over the
living
city.
the life.
Right.
Yeah, I'm all over the city. But I knew she was the one back in college anyway. That's why I did that. That's why I did that. I want to go take her through it, even though she still went through it, but she wanted to be with me from just looking at, man, that's some crazy stuff, man. You talking about partying, coming home drunk, and just the unnecessary stuff, man. I'm guilty of all that. I take blame of everything I did. It ain't nothing. I done been bakered at. Police done been in my house 5, 6 times. And, and not just that, I dealt with the CTE. I dealt with suicidal. Even when playing, when I was playing and we was married. And then just, man, I wanted to take 7 pills, man. I was ready to do, man, this marriage is, man, hey, wait a minute, hold up. It's too much, man. Hey, I felt like Dion, he talking about he wanted to run off the road. I felt him. I was, man, yeah. It got to that point. And that was one time I wanted to commit suicide, and I got the help with the Jaguars. They helped me. And the other time is probably after retired, 2015, and I put a gun to my right here. I put the gun right down the temple. Guys, when it happened, I went blank. I felt like I just didn't want to do it anymore. And I saw the gun in my head because it's her gun. It's in the safe in the back, but I knew exactly where it was. I don't like guns, so I don't have one or nothing like that. But she have them like she has her. So I went to it. I picked it up. I put it right here, and her mama touched my back, and I dropped it.
Wow.
And that's what I remember. And it happened just like that.
What was going through your mind the day you grabbed that gun and thought about taking your life?
Nothing. It was blank. It was nothing. It was whatever that situation was. I went blank. I went dull. I went done. That was it.
Do you feel like it was kind of out of body a little bit, like you wasn't yourself?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like, and just to let people know, it's real.
Yeah.
Depression, suicide, that stuff is real. When people go through it, it's real. When you experience it, you can really talk about it and really let people understand it. It's real, and I wouldn't pray over nobody to do anything like that. And I understand people go through things in life, but that's some real stuff, man. And I'm glad I don't have them thoughts anymore. Thank God for that.
Man, it gave me chills to hear you speak about that, because I feel like it's so uncomfortable for a lot of athletes to talk about that harsh reality. Jarvis asked me, a few episodes ago about my transition, after I got hurt, going through the depression, anxiety, and I told him the same thing. There was days I didn't want to wake up. There was days I didn't want to be here. There was days I just felt like I was better off not being around. And what was pissing me off was I felt like I wasn't in control of my own mind. Right? Like I got these thoughts, I don't know where they coming from. You get what I'm saying? It's just there. And we take mental health real serious on this podcast. I've been in therapy for a few years, currently in couples therapy as well. So I'm a huge advocate for mental health, but I feel like we just come from places to where we don't understand what is mental health.
Man, God
That's
is
a
good,
fact.
man.
And when we had that episode, we had a a portion about it where, no one knows what you're going through, right? And the only thing you try to do in that situation, and I can imagine, again, I've had some down thoughts, never had suicidal thoughts, and anybody who tries to resonate with that shouldn't, right? Because one, you don't want to, right? And you don't want to at all. But when you talk about trying to get out of that mindset, I always say and feel that as much as you can, go back to the basics, right? And the basics was your family. Because the first person that touched you, your family.
Yeah.
Your first person that touched, they put their hands on you was your mother-in-law. Her mother? It was your mother or her mother?
It was her mother.
Her mother.
Yeah.
My question from that is, I was going to ask how did it affect them, but that's not something I don't think I really, I don't think that's important. You here now. You here and we good and we fine with that. My question is, how much after you dropped that gun did you value your family? Did you value your wife, her mother, just everybody that's in your life? Because I'm sure she touched you, but it almost, forgive me if I'm wrong, it almost had to feel like life touched you, like everybody. Like everybody who's important to you at some point, whoever meant something in your life had a hand in touching you at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how much did you think about that after the fact? After she put her hands on you, how much did you think about your value to people? Because you're important. People need you.
Right.
People want you around.
I mean, I still had the thoughts. I mean, it was a moment, it woke me up at that time when she touched me at that time. It kind of like, oh my goodness, and I'm up. But I still was going through it. And that was, I can't remember the time frame that was, but when I got Baker Act and everything, man, all I wanted to do was go home. I wanted to go. Man, I remember when they came to get me for Baker's Act. Look, they was nice. They was friend. I didn't get thrown and throwed and what's the name. I was shocked because I was in the closet. And I was just yelling from my closet and 3, 4, 5 police outside my door bathroom. And all I was telling them, I want to go home. I want to go home to my mom. I want to go home to my mom. And I didn't make it then, but when I got out, thank you, Pride and Big D for getting me out. I got in that car and I went. I didn't hesitate. I went straight home to my mom because I knew she's a prayer, and I stayed with her. And basically, that's when God came. That's when I got Jesus, God, in my life. He changed my mind. That was the big key, bro. The key was to get this change, to get this some kind of way out of that stage, and God did it. That's the
Say that.
God did it.
Say that.
God did it.
Thumbnail.
Say that.
Ooh, man.
We got another one, Jarvis.
Say that. That's the
We
thumbnail
got
for
another
real.
one, man.
He did
That's
it,
the
man.
thumbnail.
He
How are you today?
Oh man, I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm different. I don't drink alcohol. I drink my wine. But I
Yeah.
don't drink. I can't. He took it away. I smell it. I get a headache.
Yeah.
I can't even do it. I don't. Man, she could be the baddest woman. Somebody could try to give me. I'm good, man. I don't know. Strip clubs can't do them. I can't even do them. And I was the king. I'd be there at 12 o'clock. I'll close, clean up the floor, make sure the girls get to the door, to their room. Yeah, I was that guy too.
Took care of everybody.
Yeah, I was making sure everybody good. He took that away too. Can't even go in. I don't even look at them like I look at them all queens. They queens, man. Them all
Say
queens
that.
in there, man. And I look at everything different. He changed my mind.
Got to feel good.
Well, don't give
It
me.
got
I'm
to give
like,
you that. It got to
it do,
feel
man.
good.
It's powerful, man.
Yeah, that's
I didn't know how powerful it was. I love Goose. I love Grey Goose. I
Yeah.
couldn't drink it.
Yeah.
I couldn't drink it. Unbelievable. I'm still shocked that I can't. Sometimes I don't know, bro.
Speech is not.
It's
A lot
real.
of times, them revelations feel so good when you going through something,
Mm-hmm.
and you going through something so deep that, and you don't realize that the revelation is as simple as abstinence, right?
Yeah.
Staying away from.
Ooh, man.
It's so simple to do it. It's simple in concept.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing to do
Yeah.
when that is a part of your identity.
Yeah.
I'm sure people identified you in Grey Goose.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
man.
I'm sure people identified. I'm
Oh,
sure
we-
people identified you in strip clubs.
We finna turn old Big John in the building. Let's go. I said,
Let-
you got some wine? I'd be like, y'all got wine?
and they think something wrong.
Wine.
Nah.
Wine. What are you talking? You got some wine, bro? I'm walking around the club with the wine.
You're wine. And they think something wrong.
There's something wrong.
And that let you know right then and there, the
Man.
folks that been there through it with you, when they look at you and go, yeah, he good. Them the ones who you need to stick with. Them the ones you stick with.
Yeah.
The ones who go, oh man,
Yeah.
man, what's up, man? Get this shot. It's like, dog, you don't understand.
Yeah. Imagine
know-
my trip to Tennessee last week. I'm out there just tailgating with them. What you doing, Big Hen? What? But they trying to find me wine.
Wow.
Yeah.
You finna drink wine?
yeah.
It's hot. Yeah, y'all got wine now. You got some white wine over there? Here. You got some wine?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? It's like people become extremely toxic when you're trying to become better and get better with yourself.
It's
The
an identity.
influence
It's
is going
identity.
to always be around
It's
you.
identity.
Here it is, you cutting back, I'm drinking wine, and they still wine.
Yeah, it's
No,
identity.
take this. It's toxic, bro.
They've lived through you, especially you guys, right? Been in the NFL. They've lived through
Man.
you for so long,
Mm-hmm.
and they've seen you as something. You
Yeah.
too. They've seen you
Yeah.
as something, and now it's now part of their identity.
Mhm.
You got to think part of their value is not, I know Big John. I know Josh Evans.
Mhm.
That's a part of their identity
Yeah.
now. So now when they go, oh, Big John gonna party with you, no problem.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
And then Big John come and ask for wine.
Come on.
It's like, oh man, it's like now as if I'm Big John, I got to see now. Okay, well, what you about to do in this situation now? Because you gonna bring me alcohol, I'm not gonna drink it. Let me see if you love me and care about me like you say you do.
Right.
You know, and you do that more and more. You start realizing,
100%.
man, people who really rock with you going back to family, man.
Yeah.
Going back to family, which is why a bad one can come by you right now. It don't even matter, man.
Yeah, man.
Going to the house.
You know what? It's kind of like when you speak, and I could feel that you found your peace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel it.
Yeah. That's
Like
right.
when you're talking and how you're talking about your
Good point, bro.
transitions,
Yeah.
your harsh reality of what
Yeah.
you've been through, the ups and downs, highs and lows, is like I can feel the presence of peace when you speak.
And the stuff that I took my wife through, man, she's my queen, man. And I get tired. Oh, you make me sick today, but I still love you.
Right.
Right. I ain't
I'm
going
mad
nowhere.
at you,
Gotta choose
but I
love.
still
Going
love
nowhere,
you.
huh?
Choose love. man.
Yeah, it's like I still love you, but I'm upset right now with this situation. But I still love you. But it's like when I went down and I couldn't move and I got paralyzed from here to here, and that was December the 10th, 2023, when they had to cut my spine open and drain the blood because the blood has rushed through, and I still don't know where that came from, bro. I still don't know how did it happen. But I just got caught, and it was lucky I wasn't driving, but just to show you her, and I couldn't do nothing. So imagine using the bathroom on myself, she's cleaning me.
Come on, man.
You talk about keeping it a
Hey,
buck.
y'all, this,
You
God.
talking about love.
hey, bro.
You talking about love. That's what love look like.
And
Yes.
you talking about, I'm like, man, what you doing? I'm like, no, like, I'm just sitting right there in the hospital watching these people clean me. And then she's saying, no, y'all ain't cleaning him good enough.
Come on.
They
Hey,
stopped.
boy,
They
look here.
didn't touch me no more. She did it every time. Man, you all right.
I about ain't
Bro,
never heard love
yeah.
sound like that, boy.
Hey, man, if you ever hear me leave my wife, come and just kick my black ass. Because it is not happening, bro. It's like, man, that's a partner, bro. That's whatever you want to call it.
It's a helpmate.
That's
That's a
it.
queen, man.
Man, that's a
just
queen,
it.
man.
That's a queen.
That's a queen. I done found out who she just really is, man. And then when you say it, yeah, man. And you know, even listening to just like right now, like what we got going, like right now for me, I'm homeschooling my kids, right? And I'm taking a different role. So my life is totally different now.
Yeah.
And now, but we got to keep order. We got to keep God order. God orders man first. Man leads. Okay, I am leading, you know, and everything. But now she's in a position that she talking to people on high up. She's doing what she's went to school for. And her story is she couldn't even get her education because of something that done happened, and she had to leave Tennessee. But God has brought it back around, and for her to do what she always wanted. And for the men out there, support your wives. She can go do it. Let her do it. I mean, we all got a part to do in this world. I'm letting her do it. I ain't controlling. Yes, baby, go make that money.
Right.
Please go make it.
It's coming
When
home.
you make it, I'll make
I'll
it.
make
We're
it.
making the money
Right.
together.
It's coming home.
So support her and be on the side. Hey, and yeah, she go do a little change. Then you change when you had your money. Hey, I got okay. She might have, but you just bring it down. You her partner in that. You gotta reverse it. You know. And guys, just a quick man. When I started changing my life, I took football. I took the foundation of football, and I changed it over. I said I want to be the best defensive tackle. I want to be the great this year. I want to be great. Then I said, man, I want to be the best husband.
Mm.
Oh, I want to. Yeah, I just switched it. That's all I did. When I was changing, when I was trying to get better, and I was working, and God in my life, He showed me that. He gave me the blueprint of the NFL of how I did it here. And He said, just change it. He said, be better, just like that. You working on your technique. Get it. Wow, I'm sweating. It's hot. Okay, go get up in the morning, do the same thing.
Yeah.
Work on the marriage. What you need? You don't pay. All right. Date night. All right, let's do this. All right. Take out. All right, man, you go do this. All right. Just working, getting better, just building, communicating. We communicate on the field. Cover two, cover. Hey, big stride. We rapping. Babe, we need to do this. Hey, get these bills. Man, man, it's like,
Come on.
I tell you, it's been peaceful.
For the next person, the next person that tell me that football ain't the biggest correlation of life, I'm gonna have a problem with you.
Who told you that?
Stop it.
But I had a job one time. I ain't gonna go long on this, but I had a job one time, and every time I spoke, I used to speak for DE&I, representing talent acquisition, and I would always say, you know, it's almost like, and I'd say a situation in football, you know. It was almost like getting a first down. When you get a first down, that's the goal. Once you get 10 first downs, you know, you're going to score.
Yeah.
You know, the goal, and I had another one. The goal is to average 4 yards a carry as a running back. You average 4 yards a carry as a running back, you don't want a Super Bowl and keep running the ball. You know, because you keep getting the first down. It's not the touchdown, it's not the goal, it's the little goals along the way. And so in DE&I, we can't make everybody, you know, see things the way a minority sees it right now. It's got to be every day, just a little bit. They told me, they were like, you talk about sports quite a bit, don't you? And I was like, yeah, name something else that resonates more than this game of football. I could put everything in, like, football is in a form of its own, a Bible. Like, for real.
Hey, I'm a witness.
I'm
definitely a witness of that.
And I got told that. So the next time he tell me that, man, somebody, ain't never one of y'all people who don't like football or don't think the same way ever said, you know, I'm gonna wake up this morning, instead of being the best player, and actually was one of the best players. It ain't like you just a random football player. Actually one of the best for real. I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be the best husband. I'm gonna be the best husband.
Very few. For you to talk about shifting gears, I think, including myself, I'm not a husband yet, right? But that's the goal one day.
Yeah.
To take pride in being a better man, being a better dad, and the ultimate goal of the day I become a husband, being a better husband.
Football got him there.
Yeah.
Mentally.
I appreciate
Football
that.
gets you there, dog. And if anybody goes, well, you're talking about CTE and you're talking about, you know, injuries and pain and hurt. Well, if you want the answer why we still play football, there you go right there.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the teaching of life, sometimes some people just don't get it. But when they playing this game on a day-to-day basis, when they got a coach, we talked about authority, you know, a coach that's telling you each and every day to do X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, and you got to do it now. And you ain't got to do it just for pride. You got to do it because it's the right thing to do, you know, and it's going to get you to the next level just day by day doing the little things right. That's why we play the game, man. That's why we play the game, man. The game is the Bible.
Yes, sir.
We got to get ready to wrap it up because I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to say it. Y'all got a party to go to, you know what I mean? Got to get out of here. But I do want to do this. We going to do it, but we're not going to do it as whatever. Mount Rushmore, Tennessee, non-Peyton Manning, because that's like almost clear. Mount Rushmore, Tennessee, no matter the position, no matter the side of the ball. Who's on it?
Oh, man.
Put him on the spot right there.
Oh,
You
man.
did.
Put him on the
Okay,
spot.
you
can't,
definitely-
you can't come in here with the gear.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
get it.
I was trying to represent that ball. We with me, but definitely Peyton. I'm putting T. Martin. He did what
Different.
You threw me off with that one.
Yeah, different. I wasn't expecting that one.
You threw me
I
off
don't
with
know
that.
I
why.
wasn't expecting that one.
Man,
Okay.
Definitely Al Wilson.
Al, dog. I cannot believe 56. I had not heard that name in so long, man. I used to love Al Wilson, dog. I ain't heard that name in a minute.
And I'm bragging. I'm gonna put myself up there.
Go ahead. I was about to say now, you crazy if you don't.
Hey,
You crazy if you don't.
Yes, sir.
you know they talk about that outlet, and I was like, I want it, so I'm just gonna throw myself in there. Not bragging. I'm just saying it was that time I wanted.
You like where they at this year? You like where Tennessee at this year?
I like it, man, and watching them, bro. It was very exciting, bro. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. Yeah,
That's
so
what's up. That's what's up. Well, before we get out of here, that's your camera right here. If you would, clearly more than I think anybody has been on our show so far. You've been through more transitions than anybody, right?
Yes, sir.
Transitions make you who you are. But at the end of the day, when we have kids, when we have folks that look up to us, we don't want them to go through the same things if we can prevent it. And so we like to have the guests talk to them in that camera about what it is that they're going to go through and how they can alleviate a lot of those issues up front by hearing you right now. So if you would take a minute or two, go in that camera and talk to them.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is because I'm telling you from experience. If you can change your mindset, change your mindset. I see the world. Stop looking at the world and change your mindset, because the world ain't gonna be there when things get rough. When you sitting in that jail and sat in that jail, because I sat in that jail. I didn't see the world. I didn't see the world. So I had to start coming to myself. I had to start thinking. I had to start doing things different. I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over. You don't want it, guys. So please, if you can hear one thing, change your mindset, and you'll change your life. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Speechless.
Well,
Jeez.
Big John, I thank you so much
Man,
for stopping by the gym, man. I really do appreciate you. We appreciate you. And blessed to have that network and that relationship that you and Josh have, Jaguar relationship. Even though I'm a Buccaneer, I do appreciate y'all and y'all relationships for sure. Jay, you got anything, man?
Oh, man, I just want to say thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks for the nuggets. Thanks for the gems. Thanks for taking time out your day to share these uncomfortable stories.
Oh, man.
It's easy to talk about the success.
Yes,
It ain't easy to talk about the harsh reality of what really goes on. And I say we're blessed and honored, man, to really have you today.
Yeah.
And thank you. Thank you for doing this with us.
100%.
Hey, do one thing for me.
Yes, sir.
Have a couple things. Let's really open that thing up.
There you go.
I'll bring my wife.
Come on.
I will. You come on. You bring a couple out. Hey, let's talk it.
Let's do it.
Hey, I know, man. It just
do
came.
it.
It just came to me. It just came
Let's
to
do
me.
it.
Done.
Whenever you want, just holler.
Let's
at
do it. I'm ready.
it.
Keep
Okay?
it a buck, y'all.
Yeah, let's
Double
keep it
edition.
there, baby.
Yeah, I like that.
Keep it a
Bring
buck,
to the
y'all.
forefront. You know what? As a matter of fact, I would love to hear your wife's side.
Ooh.
Let's talk about that. Bring
I'm
it in. We'd love to get on.
Y'all want this? Because
we
it's gonna
want
be
that.
5 hours.
Facts.
Who?
She
She
gonna
gonna
talk.
go.
Dog's got enough battery.
She going.
She long-winded.
And it's gonna be some tears. She gonna even have me crying up here.
Come on.
It's just the life. To bring her and bring that power and show y'all that power together. and just show you the chain, man, it'll be real.
We need that.
It'll be real.
It's going down.
We
Yeah.
need that.
We holding you to that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
hold to that.
Hey, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, click that notification button so you know when we going to upload these absolute gems, these absolute bangers. I'm going to be honest. I got to say it. Nobody in Duval doing it like this.
No way.
There's nobody in Jacksonville doing it like this.
Not even close.
These are real relationships.
Yeah.
These are real stories. These are real transitions. This is real life.
Yes.
Like, this is not planned. This is not orchestrated. Like, this is actual.
Yeah.
We really do keep it a buck.
Before you wrap this up, shout out to our production team, man. God.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, nah,
Damn,
for real.
Good job, guys.
Nah, for real.
You guys, man, we wouldn't be here without you guys today.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Love y'all,
Top
love
of the
y'all,
line
love it
stuff.
all,
Thank you,
man.
guys.
Seriously, seriously. Hey, appreciate it. And the day a buck was kept.
Definitely.
Oh, I couldn't miss that.